Then there is Maria Farmer, an artist who worked for Epstein in the mid-1990s. She swore in an affidavit that she was raped in the summer of 1996 by Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell while they were all staying on Les Wexner's New Albany, Ohio estate. That would be the very same estate where Wexner gave Wednesday's deposition testimony to the House Oversight Committee. Well, no Republicans showed up. Who were they honoring? Who told them not to show up? I wonder. In a 2019 sworn affidavit that Maria Farmer gave supporting Virginia Giuffre's defamation lawsuit against Alan Dershowitz, Maria Farmer said she never met Les Wexner, but swore that the rape took place on a part of his Ohio estate that Wexner had given to Jeffrey Epstein. So you can see from this slide that Wexner's estate in Ohio is more like a community of properties, and Epstein's home on it was essentially next door to Les Wexner's. Let me go big here. This is geospatial data. See how close they were? Farmer says that after the assault, she was forbidden from leaving the rape. After she was raped, she was then forbidden from leaving Wexner's compound for 12 hours by Wexner's security guards, who told her she wasn't going anywhere. She said they grabbed her arm, they bruised it, they said, "You cannot leave." Farmer said that her father was only able to come pick her up after Les Wexner's wife, Abigail, told the security guards they can release her. Immediately after this attack, back in 1996, Farmer reported it to the FBI and the New York City Police Department. It took place in Ohio, but Jeffrey Epstein lives in New York. Well, he also lived on Les Wexner's estate, but she reported to the FBI and New York City Police, and this was in 1996. She also advised them to look into Epstein's friends, especially Donald Trump, who she said she had an incredibly creepy exchange with while working in Epstein's townhouse. Farmer also told the FBI and the New York City Police Department about Epstein's collection of nude pictures of minors. But the FBI and the New York Police Department in 1996 didn't investigate. Then, 10 years later, she was forced this time to make the same report to the FBI, including the allegations against Donald Trump, and the reports went ignored. Now, why was she forced? It's very weird. Well, actually, it's not. The second time she reported Epstein and Trump to the FBI was when the FBI knocked on her door unannounced, wanting to do a follow-up on her first report against Epstein. So that was in 2006, 10 years after she reported Epstein to the New York City Police and the FBI. 10 years later, they show up at her home unannounced with questions about Jeffrey Epstein. So why? Well, right around that time, Epstein was being investigated down in Florida. The FBI went to Farmer. She told them everything about being raped by Epstein and about Trump, and they did nothing because the federal prosecutor in Florida, Acosta, worked out a sweetheart deal with Epstein's attorneys, Alan Dershowitz and former Whitewater prosecutor Ken Starr. They agreed to let it go and just let the local Palm Beach authorities take care of it. Epstein got a sweetheart deal, only had to serve 16 months in a jail where he got to go home. He'd wake up in the jail, and then he got to go back to his estate. He only had to sleep in the jail. Interesting, isn't it? During Wednesday's test, so you would think the Republicans on the House Oversight Committee would want to ask Les Wexner some questions. During his testimony, Les Wexner denied knowing about Maria Farmer's rape on his estate. Well, it would be interesting to ask his wife, Abigail, if she recalls ever ordering the security on the estate to let Maria Farmer out of the compound back in the summer of 1996. Now, Farmer said she never met Wexner's wife. She said, however, security guards answered to her. And while she was staying at Epstein's house on the Wexner compound, Farmer said she wasn't allowed to leave the estate or come back without first getting permission from Wexner's wife. Wexner's wife was very concerned about security because, God forbid, a rapist snuck onto your property. Oh, wait, one did. Actually, two. Ghislaine Maxwell was also a rapist.